Today's video is all about the ladies who had a crush on Peter, young and old. They're all here. Stick around for this hilarious ride and thanks for watching. Number 1, Gretchen, Peter's ex-girlfriend, season 14, episode 17. Everything kicks off when Lois decides to transfer Stewie to a fancier school called Corridors, where all the kids wear shorts and rock hats like a backup guitarist in AC/DC.
When I picked this, I didn't know I'd have to wear it when I'm 60. I'm very cold.
The only hiccup? Tuition costs an arm and a leg. To make ends meet, Lois gets a job at the post office, where we get a glimpse of a future dominated by real dolls.
200 million men in this country will be ordering and receiving real dolls. Every man will have 7 to 9 real dolls. Asians, blonde Southern girls, blonde Asians capable of performing every possible sexual act.
Cleveland gives her the grand tour, but his dignity takes a nosedive when he gets bullied by Amazon's delivery drones.
Hey, Cleveland, what are you doing? Taking a walk?
No, I'm delivering mail.
By foot? Yeah, that won't take too long. Well, gotta go. Gotta deliver these fat pants to your fat son.
During her shift, Mayor West drops off an undeliverable letter, and Lois volunteers to sort through the dead letter bin to see if she can match any letters with the right addresses. But surprise, surprise, she stumbles upon a letter Peter wrote to some mystery woman just 1 week before their wedding.
Mrs. Postmarked a week before our wedding.
Oh, there was a time when the president of the Jonathan Taylor Thomas fan club got a lot of mail.
Naturally, she freaks out and confides in Bonnie, who, being the chaotic bestie she is, suggests sending the letter just to see who this Gretchen Mercer chick really is.
Why don't you just open it and read it? What? That's a federal offense. I can't do that. Don't you realize as a postal employee, I'm 6,004th in line for the presidency?
Lois figures it's a solid plan, because let's be real, if she asked Peter, he'd just dodge the question unless there was a cozy crackling fire nearby.
I didn't fall off the roof. I jumped.
I never found you attractive. And what's more, I never respected you.
I know about Maurice.
Which Maurice?
So, Lois hand delivers the letter and meets Gretchen, who turns out to be Peter's ex. Fortunately, the letter is nothing scandalous, just Peter being excited about getting married.
Oh, it was nothing. He was just writing to say that he was excited about getting married and that he finally had enough camel cash to get a leather jacket and a pool floaty.
Whew, crisis averted. Lois even admits her weakness is jealousy because, hey, everyone's got one, even a Chili's.
So you can only be injured on your Achilles tendon.
That's right. My mother dipped me into the river Styx and she held me by my heels, so that's the only part that can be injured. How about you, Testicles?
It's the same. It's similar.
But hold up, Gretchen isn't done yet. She shows up at the Griffin's house with a bombshell. The real letter actually said Peter had cold feet about marrying Lois.
Gretchen, I wrote that a long time ago.
Well, my answer is yes, Peter. Yes, I will marry you.
And now she's using it to blackmail him into rekindling their old flame, or else she spills the truth to Lois. Yikes.
Then I suppose your wife is entitled to know that you were still in love with me just days before your wedding.
Blackmail! Thank you, Cleveland. And I don't know what to call the thing you're doing to me, lady.
Over coffee, Peter desperately tries to explain that he truly loves Lois. Gretchen seems to accept it on one condition, one last concert date.
Wait. Before we say our final goodbye, what do you say we have one last hurrah? I've got 2 tickets to a Ray LaMontagne concert tonight.
Peter wants to refuse, but, well, making good decisions has been his weakness. Cue flashback to that one time he got kidnapped.
Peter, come and get your lollipops. Lollipops, come along, Peter.
Peter, you mustn't.
I've got cream pies, trinkle tarts.
Trinkle tarts?
So he begrudgingly goes, dressed in full incognito mode.
I mean, it's not like anybody I know would be at a Ray LaMontagne concert.
Peter, where'd he go?
I'm gonna keep the hat on.
But mid-concert, the guilt hits him harder than a bass drop, and he bails. That's when Gretchen's mood does a full 180.
All right, I gotta go. The beard inspector's coming anyway.
Sir, where's your beard?
I'm leaving. I'm on my way out.
That's my Peter. That's my Peter.
Meanwhile, at the post office, Lois hears strange noises but brushes them off. Big mistake, Lois. Gretchen is right behind her.
I'm sure it's nothing.
She sends Peter a cryptic text about solving their problem, which Meg deciphers as crazy ex-girlfriend murder vibes.
Oh, this woman is clearly a spurned lover who's planning to kill Mom.
Ah, thank you. Yeah! You're a good dog, Meg. Yeah!
Alarmed, Peter rushes to the post office to save Lois from Gretchen's unhinged love saga.
Lois, Gretchen wants to kill you, and I have a slip that says we've got a package.
Peter, I'm glad you're here to see this. You and I can finally be together.
Gretchen forces Lois to read Peter's letter, and Peter explains that back then, he was just scared of disappointing her and her family, who, let's be honest, weren't exactly his biggest fans.
I mean, your family hated me. I didn't think I was good enough for you. We were kids. I was scared.
Lois is still mad, and it looks like she's done with him. But just as she turns to leave, Gretchen makes a move toward Peter, and bam! Lois knocks her out cold. Turns out she was just pretending to be mad, so Gretchen would let her guard down. Queen behavior.
Oh, Peter, I can't wait for you to meet the dogs and the squirrels.
Hey, Gretchen.
Oh.
Get away from my husband.
Lois then admits that she had wedding jitters too, but never doubted her love for Peter. They share a heartfelt moment, grateful for their life together, and to really seal the deal, they try to get frisky on opposite sides of a mailbox. Romantic? Maybe.
Peter, this isn't working.
Well, I'm at full go. Are you sure you're in the right box?
Yes.
Box 528?
Yes, 528.
All right, just reach in and grab it.
Number 2. Alana Marries Peter, Season 20, Episode 17. Things take a wild turn when Lois starts tutoring a pretty young girl named Alana on the piano, who coincidentally, Chris has a huge crush on.
Chris, go to your room.
Sure thing, Mom. Just one more sniff of finesse. As you were.
Alana reveals she might not be able to afford college, so Lois convinces Peter to hire her as their housemaid, while he's too distracted watching the Patriots play.
Come on, the clock is ticking.
Well, I just think we could hire her to help around the house. You know, with the laundry, driving the kids to school, all that stuff.
Yes!
Thank you, Peter. I knew you'd understand.
The next morning, Alana moves into the Griffin house, ready to start work. She reunites with Chris, who, being the smooth operator he is, welcomes her with a custom-made peephole in the bathroom door.
Hi, Chris. Good to see you again.
And it will be good to see you again through the bathroom keyhole. That was not original to the house.
Later, Alana whips up some tacos and nachos, and the whole family happily digs in, much to the envy of Joe the Legless.
Here, Joe. Barely thawed trout and white rice.
This trout's the lucky one. It's over for him.
What's that, Joe?
Thanks, Bond. Looks terrific.
Everything seems perfect. Alana works hard, cleans up the house, and even restores an abandoned pool in the backyard.
Did you guys know you have a pool in the backyard? It was just overgrown with grass and weeds.
Cannonball!
There's no water in it, though.
Lois quickly becomes a big fan of Alana, completely unaware that she's slowly plotting to replace her.
Yes, Alana was a regular Lisa, which is the character from Obsessed, which I just looked up.
Stewie, eat your vegetables.
Okay, that's pretty good, but I'm on to you.
The next morning, Lois forgets she even hired a maid and rushes downstairs, only to find Alana already serving up a gourmet breakfast.
Oh, that's nice. Where's Peter?
Oh, he's here. He's just in the kid phase of the mini-wheat cycle.
The shrinking process was incredibly painful. I take adult-sized poops, but I have kid-sized parts. I could die from this.
Meg is thrilled, saying Alana has been the best big sister ever since they spent the whole night crafting collages together.
Wow, Meg, you're really good at this.
Yeah, I had an older babysitter who kinda showed me how. Hey, maybe after this we can get out the cribbage board and work on our pegging.
That night, Peter runs into Alana in a silky nightgown and, being his usual self, mistakes her for Santa Claus. Because, of course, anyone Peter sees at 2 a.m. is automatically Santa.
Santa? I can almost see your bum through your nightgown.
Seizing the moment, Alana seduces him with a 5-course meal fit for a king.
I wouldn't consider an amuse-bouche a full course unto itself.
I guess you're right. Hey, maybe we could split a popsicle for dessert.
Yeah, sure. If any of them have your name on them, help yourself.
Meanwhile, at the park, Lois confesses to Brian that something feels off about Alana. Brian agrees to step in and confront her, but Alana distracts him with a song Brian naturally loves.
You I'll keep pursuing.
Always loving.
Hotter than a baker's oven.
Get out of here!
With the tide turning in Alana's favor, Lois realizes she needs to take matters into her own hands. She paid Alana $100 and $200 for college tuition to get her out of the house. Alana happily accepts and agrees to leave the next day.
I'll be on my way first thing in the morning. Okay, you're all done, little man.
All right, let's do backside first, get the heavy lifting out of the way.
Lois thinks she's won, but nope. Alana uses the money to hire a few hitmen instead.
Whoa, I could finally send my nephew to Juilliard. He plays the melodica.
The next morning at breakfast, Lois gets the shock of her life. Alana is now dressed like her, wearing a red wig, fully embracing her Lois 2.0 era.
Tell you what, I'll fix all the pictures as soon as I get back from doing the groceries.
I do the groceries, Alana. You won't like me when I'm groceries.
But Lois draws the line when Alana tries doing the grocery shopping. That is her sacred duty.
And don't worry, Lois. After today, I promise you will never see me again.
While out shopping, Lois gets distracted by a shiny new store, but soon realizes it's a trap. The hired killers spring into action.
Fancier? What the hell? All they sell here is rope and body bags? Uh-oh.
But Lois, being the professional nagger she is, talks so much that they just can't take it anymore.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
Please don't let two white women make a podcast about my disappearance.
Meanwhile, back at home, Alana has fully taken Lois's place. The family holds a somber meeting where Peter announces that Lois has left them, and he swears no one can replace her until Meg's stomach starts growling from hunger.
She's irreplaceable.
Hey, Dad, what's for dinner tonight?
And just like that, we find ourselves at Peter and Alana's wedding.
It's a very logistically kooky church.
Just as Peter is about to seal the deal, Lois bursts through a stained glass window like an action movie hero, having miraculously survived being thrown off a cliff.
Wait, stop!
What is this? In all my years as a cool priest, I've never seen such a commotion at Our Lady at the bottom of the hill.
She interrupts the wedding and demands to know how Peter could almost marry Alana. Peter sheepishly admits that he only loved what Alana stole from Lois.
I'm sorry, Lois. The only things I liked about Alana was the stuff she stole from you. But who needs her when I got the genuine article right here?
Cue Joe arresting Alana, who happily admits that this was his favorite arrest, probably because it was the easiest.
This is probably like my favorite arrest.
Number 3, the girl obsessed with Peter, Season 3, Episode 19. In this hilarious episode, we dive into Peter's list of ex-girlfriends, and among them is one particularly crazy lady named Angie, who is head over heels for him.
And look, I left the toilet just as it was the night we went to prom. It's the little piece of you that's kept your memory alive. But now I have you back.
Let me tell you what went down. Lois unexpectedly runs into an old flame, Ross Fishman, and she gets so excited that she completely forgets poor Meg exists.
Lois?
Oh my gosh.
Help me.
He's funny.
That was great.
Is it 1981?
They have a great time reminiscing, and before leaving, Ross invites Lois for a casual coffee hangout. Lois politely declines, but Ross hands her his business card, just in case she changes her mind.
Tell you what, if you change your mind, here's my card.
Yeah, they have 12 packs of kidneys.
Yeah, but you gotta buy the cooler too. That's how they get you.
Back home, Lois tells Brian about the encounter, and Brian reminds her of all the times Peter went full-blown jealous mode over the dumbest things.
Oh, look at that handsome man.
You son of a bitch!
This next one is for all the ladies out there.
Lois decides she won't let Peter's irrational jealousy control her life, so she calls Ross and agrees to meet up.
Yes, do you like cleaning my duty, Brian? Say it, say, I like cleaning your duty, Stewie. Ha! Don't forget the taint.
That night, while Lois is casually catching up with Ross, Peter just so happens to be shopping nearby and spots her with some mysterious stranger.
Oh my God, that is Lois. Why the hell would she? Whoa, I can see your skin cells.
Oh, hey, I saw your picture on the cover of Scientific American. You look great.
Oh, please, where my eyes are like half closed.
God, just take the damn compliment.
Naturally, Peter needs to know what's going on, so he ropes Joe into using his high-tech cop surveillance gear to eavesdrop.
I really enjoy being with you, Ross. I'm having a great time.
Oh my God, that's who that is. Ross Fishman, Lois's old boyfriend.
In a hilarious fail, Peter cranks the volume too high, and instead of Lois's conversation, the whole group accidentally listens in on Quagmire's deepest, darkest, private thoughts.
Damn, this itches. I wonder who gave it to me. Probably that skank who needed a ride to the gas station. Last time I do somebody a favor. Oh God, they must have heard me. Oh God, I can hear me!
Convinced Lois is reconnecting with an ex, Peter gets the brilliant idea to check on his exes. First up, Brenda.
So, I guess you're married now, huh?
Yeah! Hey, Ricky, you were right! I was pregnant!
Then there's Patty, who according to Peter, must have made a deal with time itself because she still looks ridiculously young.
Hey, what's up, Pete? Long time no see.
Gosh, Patty, the years have been great to you.
Well, I owe that to my better half. Who is it, sir?
But then, there's Angie. Oh, Angie! This woman isn't just an old flame. She's a full-on certified stalker. Her entire house is covered in pictures of Peter.
What is all this stuff?
Peter, I have been waiting for this moment for 25 years.
She has not washed her hands in 25 years because Peter touched her once. Red flags. Peter doesn't care.
The little piece of you that's kept your memory alive. But now I have you back. Oh well, at least I still have you. You hungry?
To make Lois jealous, Peter hires a random woman named Dora to pretend to be an ex and show up at the house looking for him.
Peter Gifford?
My God, Dora, my old girlfriend. What a surprise that you would want to look me up. You always thought I was so handsome.
Peter, can I see you in the other room?
Lois is not amused. Peter's stupidly childish jealousy pushes her over the edge, and she decides they need to see a marriage counselor ASAP. At the therapist's office, the expert advice, install hidden cameras in the house to monitor their behavior for a week.
Hey, Lois, can you give me a hand with this jar?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Peter.
Gotcha. No, it's step, hip, step, pivot. Are you trying to piss off the volcano?
After reviewing the footage, the therapist gives them a shocking suggestion. Take a break, date other people, and see what happens. To lighten the mood, they even bring in Howie Mandel. When Peter packs up his things and moves out, both of them feel weird about it. Lois tells herself it's for the best, while Peter compares it to a divorce as tragic as Pac-Man's.
Hey, come on, buddy, forget about her.
You're too good for her anyway.
Cheer up, man.
Hey, you want to eat us?
Up.
We're turning blue.
Oh, look out.
Oh my God.
I got nowhere to run.
No, he's not budging. Come on, let's go to Cubert's.
Peter first crashes at Cleveland's, but he can't sleep at all.
Ow, 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 ow. When's it gonna be my turn? Ow, 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 ow.
So he tries Mort's place, while Lois calls Quagmire for some advice. She mentions that their therapist recommended dating other people, and before she even finishes her sentence, Quagmire is already at her door.
I feel like I need more time.
How about now?
Well, we are supposed to see other people, and I guess it's better to go out with you than some sex pervert.
I'm in.
Meanwhile, Peter starts second-guessing the single life. He complains to Neil that it sucks and that he doesn't want to go back to dating random women.
that was nice. That was nice. I had a really great time with you today, beautiful stranger. What's your sign? Gross. I still think you're neat, though.
But then, Mort introduces Peter to his hot niece. And well, Peter is a simple man. The second he sees a pretty face, he immediately agrees to go out with her. Only rule, no nightclubs, because apparently he's been banned from all of them.
Crafty Mexicans and your glass candy.
And guess what? Peter and Mort's niece accidentally end up at the same restaurant where Lois and Quagmire are on their date. The second Quagmire sees Peter, he panics hard.
Peter? Oh no, I can't let him see me.
It's okay, Quagmire. We're just doing what the therapist said we should do.
The man has been dreading this moment his entire life. Lois, being the queen she is, walks over to say hello, and while she's at it, politely warns Jennifer Love Hewitt to act right.
Hi. I loved you in Heartbreakers. You'll be on your best behavior.
But guess what? She won't. Jennifer is into Peter, like really into Peter. Even when he acts like an absolute idiot, she still likes him. And that's when Lois snaps. Seeing another woman kiss her man? Absolutely not. Lois goes full beast mode and attacks Jennifer Love Hewitt.
What's your problem, Grandma?
You are. And I only saw Heartbreakers on a plane. And the flight was delayed, so the headphones were free.
And just like that, they realize the truth. They're both jealous psychos, and that's okay.
Ma'am, you dropped your napkin.
Here's your drink, sir.
Yeah, we'll work on it later. I love you, Lois.
I love you too, Peter.
Number 4, Evelyn seduces Peter in Mom's the Word. Our guy Peter isn't just a hit with young ladies. Oh no, his charm knows no age limit. In this episode, we witness the magnetic pull he has on a woman as old as his mom. Buckle up, because this one's a wild ride. It all starts with Peter eating an entire batch of Lois's raw cookie dough, which, unsurprisingly, sends her into a rage. Peter, ever the smooth talker, defends himself with, "Hey, everyone makes mistakes, just like the guys who invented the first hybrid car."
Eric, we love the car. We only want to change one thing.
Is it the rapist sign?
Yes, it is the rapist sign.
I quit.
At work, Peter finds himself trapped in a boring meeting, wishing he were anywhere else. I'd rather be home making shocking revelations about the garage door, he thinks. But then, bam, disaster strikes. Looks like the raw dough is battling it out with the taco I found in the parking lot. Peter desperately tries to hold it together until the meeting ends, but Angela says no dice.
And now, 23 minutes of silence for the 23 workers who drown in the vats this year.
Oh, God, it hurts. It hurts.
Of course it hurts, Griffin. They were good men, all of them.
When he can't take it anymore, he sprints to the bathroom, dodging obstacles like he's in an action movie.
Company picnic?
Secret Santa? Carpool info?
Oh, finally! Now I can get myself to the... Uh-oh!
But his victory is short-lived. He's left washing his pants in the sink, lamenting, "I'd rather be remembered for my film achievements than for ruining my trousers." As he walks into the house, his friends and family are there to greet him with devastating news. His mom has passed away from a stroke.
Peter, your mother is dead. She had a stroke this afternoon and she died.
Peter, ever the social media pro, immediately posts the tragic update on Facebook with zero context. At the funeral, Brian drops some wisdom on Stewie, telling him that everyone dies. Stewie, always one for a learning moment, realizes, wow, I really do learn something new every day, like the members of the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow, I guess you learn something new every day. Like the Black Eyed Peas.
Hey, what's that? This is a guitar. Wow.
After the funeral, while sorting through his mother's belongings, Thelma's friend Evelyn stops by to pay her respects. She knows everything about Peter's mom and offers to share it all with him over a private chat.
Well, that sounds nice. Peter, the two of you should hang out together.
I'd like that very much.
Well, it's 4 o'clock. I'm off to bed.
Peter is thrilled. Maybe she could be his new mom, just like Paul Reiser and Greg Evigan, whom he can't tell apart.
I keep forgetting your names. Can you just be Jew Dad and you'll be Earring Dad?
Peter visits Evelyn at the retirement village, and to his surprise, he's actually having fun. He hasn't felt this alive since he met Sane Hatter.
Excuse me, how do I get back through the looking glass?
Take 2 lefts, and it's the first door on your right.
Great, thanks for not giving me the runaround. I asked that guy over there, but he just told me a bunch of rhyming nonsense.
Oh yeah, he's like a well-known dick.
She later joins him and his friends at the Clam, but her presence weirds them out so much that they flee the scene. Peter, however, admits he feels at ease around her, and that's when bam, shock of the century, Evelyn kisses him. Reality slaps Peter in the face.
Come on, are you molesting me or watching TV?
Back home, Peter tells Lois about the unexpected smooch. She advises him to talk it out, reminding him that he has misread signals before, like that time he thought someone was hitting on him when they weren't.
Would you like to add chips and a drink?
Here we go again.
When Peter confronts Evelyn, she blames it on her medication and asks for forgiveness. Peter, being Peter, shrugs it off and spends the whole day with her again. But this time, her antics take a turn for the extra spicy, making him extremely uncomfortable. At this point, Peter realizes this definitely isn't the meds talking. It's time to cut ties. He finally accuses Evelyn of leading him on, comparing her to online predators.
That's wild, Stacy. I'm a 12-year-old girl, too. My name's Jenny. Want to come over to my place and help me move?
A humorous ending when he meets another con artist and the two find common ground and help each other.
Hey, you're not a 12-year-old girl.
Neither are you, Jenny.
Huh. I guess we aren't so different after all.
Yeah. You know, this isn't a whole lot of stuff. We can probably knock this out in an hour.
Later, he visits his mother's grave, where Evelyn approaches him, confessing that he's the first man to notice her since her husband died. It's a touching moment, until Peter hugs her, pulls her back, and, yep, kills her.
Evelyn? Evelyn?
In true Peter fashion, he simply leaves her body with the cemetery caretaker, telling him to handle it.
It looks like somebody's mom died or something. I don't know. You'll take care of this, right?
And that, folks, is how Peter Griffin found himself entangled in one of the weirdest romantic flings of his life. Number 5, Becky has a crush on Peter. The episode Single White Dad hilariously shows Peter's attempt at being the ultimate father, which surprisingly makes him irresistible to a certain someone. It all starts when Peter tries to bond with Chris over the greatest video game of all time, Donkey Kong, but Chris isn't impressed.
This game sucks!
In true Griffin fashion, they decide to make it less boring by recreating the game in real life, complete with obstacles outside their house.
Sorry I put you in a dress, Stewie. We needed a damsel.
Hey, do I look upset?
What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. One of their homemade barrels ends up hitting Lois, breaking her leg. But hey, on the bright side, Peter levels up in responsibility.
Barrel!
Ah, my foot! Oh, I think it's broken.
Uh-oh, next level.
With Lois out of commission, Peter is left to take care of the kids for a whole week. She reassures him, it's just 7 days, Peter. You'll be fine. But let's not forget his previous parenting mishaps, like the Great Orchid Custody Battle.
What about sun?
I put it in the front window.
A western-facing window? That's direct afternoon sunlight, you monster!
It's not worth it, O'Malley.
Oh no, Peter shouldn't have placed it facing west. Let's hope the O'Malleys do a better job.
Why don't you guys come over tonight? We'll hang out on the patio.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds nice. Want me to bring anything?
How about the food and the drinks?
That feels like everything, but okay.
Being without a wife is every husband's worst nightmare, and Peter is no exception. He fails at everything.
Maybe we should go out for food.
Having a little trouble this morning.
No, I'm doing great. Look, I already got Stewie and Brian changed.
Ow.
He even steals a burnt piece of toast from Chris.
dads need to eat first.
But somehow, people mistake him for a struggling single dad, and suddenly he's showered with sympathy.
You're doing a great job, Dad.
So cute. Hashtag dance like a dad. I'm waving to someone behind you.
Seeing an opportunity, Peter does what Peter does best. Takes things way too far. He pretends Lois is dead to milk the attention and freebies.
I'll never forget her last words. Get free extra whipped cream on your Frappuccino.
It already comes with a lot of whipped cream.
She was very specific about more.
Before long, Peter becomes Quahog's most beloved widowed dad, winning the admiration of moms everywhere, all because he managed to change Stewie's diaper once. Meanwhile, poor Lois is stuck upstairs, ringing a bell for help. And let's just say, Chris witnesses something so horrifying during one of his visits that he bursts into tears.
Is this a bit? Because that drawer is also filled to the brim with sex toys.
Sorry. Look in the bottom drawer.
Wrong again!
At the park, Peter meets Becky, a sweet single mom with a young son, TJ. She finds Peter's childish innocence adorable and suggests they make their play dates a regular thing. Peter, enjoying the attention, agrees.
So how long have you had a pet cloud?
That's a skylight.
Does it bite?
But soon, things take a turn. Becky starts flirting and even compares him to her late husband, Scott. The real panic sets in when she kisses him.
I wonder what Scott would think of this.
Give her a break. She was acquitted.
Peter turns to his buddies for advice. Quagmire tells him to either end things or fully commit to being a dirtbag, for which he has a starter kit available.
And some golf shirts.
I don't golf.
Nobody does. Golf was invented purely so husbands can cheat on their wives. A 6-hour game in a completely different town where you need special shirts? I don't think so.
Panicked, Peter attempts to break up with Becky via text before Lois finds out. But before he can escape, Becky invites herself over to cook him dinner. Now Peter's juggling 2 women under the same roof.
Oh, but he's so cute.
Oh, I don't care who she is. She can stay.
Cue absolute chaos. Peter spends the evening sweating bullets, sprinting between the dinner table and the bedroom, trying to keep Lois and Becky from meeting.
Hi, I have your boner and butt pills from Gladiator.
That's supposed to be discreet.
In one desperate attempt to grab a heating pad from the attic, he barely stops Bonnie from entering the house. But luck isn't on his side. He gets locked in the attic, forced to escape through a window, and because life is cruel, he gets tricked by a rat into jumping off the roof.
If you hold this feather, you can fly.
Really? Wow, thanks, little rat. Ow!
That's for putting locks on your garbage cans, you dick!
Despite his best and dumbest efforts, the jig is up. Lois is furious that Peter faked her death, and Becky is heartbroken that he lied.
What kind of a mother leaves their husband with the kids for a week? It is a miracle they're alive.
Excuse me?
I'll tell you what kind of mother. The best mom there is.
Peter admits he just wanted to make parenting easier, then dramatically declares that all moms are heroes. Lois, however, tells Becky she deserves someone better than Peter, which, let's be honest, isn't a high bar.
You're a beautiful woman. You can do better than a 44-year-old morbidly obese guy.
You know what? You're right. Ever since I lost my late husband, Scott,
Number 6. Kimmy, the woman who loves Peter's humor. Take my wife. Peter and Lois are gearing up for a romantic couples-only getaway in the Bahamas. Naturally, they need someone to babysit the kids, so they call in reinforcements, Carter and Babs. But only Carter shows up. Why? Because Babs is too busy starring as a cranky old lady in a rap music video. Priorities, people.
You a bitch and a hoe and a hoe and a bitch.
My garden party has been ruined. But I'm beginning to tap my foot.
Now, what's a couples retreat without Quagmire? The man wastes no time in snagging a gorgeous girlfriend to bring along, and Peter, ever the jealous type, starts feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, you guys should definitely come. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Relax, Peter.
Lois notices Peter hasn't been this excited since he received a letter from an owl.
Oh my god, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
No, it's a letter asking you to stop throwing rocks at my nest. You hit one of my kids, and now he can't fly right.
Well, fine, then I'll just throw rocks at the hornets.
And thus, Peter accidentally sparked a 1,000-year war between insects and birds.
Sorry, I'm being told this would be very expensive to animate, so instead here's some stock footage of an old plane trying to take off. They didn't have enough wings.
Upon arrival, everyone splits up to enjoy the resort's amenities. Peter, true to form, immediately starts harassing a pool lifeguard for his own entertainment.
I'm here a whole week, pal.
Meanwhile, what's Quagmire doing all afternoon? Sunbathing. But wait, why is only the top half of his body sunburned?
And what the hell happened to you?
Oh, Kimmy and I fell asleep on the beach.
Yeah, I think you better change.
Okay, we'll be down in a minute.
I bet most of you don't know the answer. Drop your theories in the comments below. Here's the twist. The wives tricked their husbands into coming here. This isn't just a fun vacation. It's actually a couples counseling retreat. Peter is so outraged that he lets a coconut fall on his head just to forget the pain.
I'll get hit with a coconut so I lose my memory of this. Ah! I remember everything! I was abused by my dad!
Lois tries to reassure him, but he's too busy feeling betrayed. However, the retreat counselor Noel promises they won't regret it and schedules their first session for the next morning.
Jeez, couples counseling? This is the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. Wives, huh? He gets it.
The next day, lesson 1. Start your sentences with I feel. Make sure to watch The Last Couple. It's worth it.
I feel like salty and sweet. You got white chocolate french fries?
I feel like my cervix hurts.
I feel pride.
After a few exercises, Noel makes a shocking discovery. The couples are terribly mismatched. But here's the fun part. They're actually perfect for other people in the group. And just like that, the resort decides to do a full-on couple swap.
Oh my God, that is crazy. More mac and cheese? Here, just keep it going. Keep it going. Don't be afraid of the burned edges. Just give me the tray. Wait, so what happened?
Peter gets paired with Kimmy, and he reacts like he just won the Super Bowl.
And Peter and Kimmy.
Yay! I win couples counseling!
To everyone's surprise, the swap actually works. The new couples are having a blast, with the highlight being Quagmire and Bonnie's oddly perfect chemistry. Kimmy can't get enough of Peter's humor, calling him an amazing and hilarious guy, which naturally makes Lois boil with jealousy.
So this is the second vacation that I've watched every Jurassic Park.
Peter, you're awesome. You're so funny.
Hey, Kimmy, I'll pay you $1,000 for one whole handful of your butt. For 2 handfuls, I'll give you my car.
Just as things start getting interesting, Noel shows up and asks if the new pairings have helped deepen their understanding of each other.
No! I can see now that coming here was a huge mistake. You're hopeless, Peter.
Your feet look old.
This retreat is over. Fire up the boat. We're going home.
Number 7, Peter's new wife. Emmy-winning episode. Sick and tired of Family Guy never winning an Emmy, Peter launches his own For Your Consideration campaign by transforming the show to resemble award-winning series. His first move? Turning it into a prestige comedy. And what's a prestigious comedy without a stunning wife? Enter Sofia Vergara, the famous Colombian bombshell, who replaces Lois as Peter's hot new spouse.
Kids, it's me, tu madre, Lois Griffin. Time for breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Lois, which is who you are. My wife, Lois.
And Lois? Well, she gets downgraded to a delivery driver. She warns Peter not to get too comfortable with his new leading lady.
Package for Peter Griffin.
Thank you, unknown delivery woman.
Forget the freaking Emmy. If you touch her ass, I will.
Here's the kicker. New Lois actually likes Peter. But just as things start heating up, Peter decides he wants to transition into a woman.
I am a woman, and always have been. I've made plans to undergo surgery so my wang don't get in the way of the woman what I am.
Ay, Dios mío!
So unfortunately for him, new Lois doesn't get much screen time. Tough luck, Peter. Better luck next time, buddy.